Helena walked along the main street of her small town, her trembling hands gripping the polished wooden cane that once belonged to her late husband. At 72, she had grown used to the pitiful stares and whispered comments that fell silent when she passed by. "Poor Mrs. Helena," they said. "Ever since Joachim died, she hardly ever leaves the house." What they didn't know was that Helena had been keeping a secret for more than 50 years. That Saturday afternoon, colorful posters advertised the town's June Festival dance contest in the central square. Helena stopped in front of one, her bright blue eyes locking onto the bold letters. "Open to all ages, prize, 5,000 Brazilian reals." She thought of her overdue electric bill, the expensive medications, and the retirement check that barely covered her basic needs. "Are you joining the contest, Mrs. Helena?" mocked Carla, the mayor's daughter, from behind her.
"I guess you know how to dance."
Helena turned slowly, a quiet smile playing at the corners of her lips. "We'll see, dear. We'll see." On the night of the contest, the square was buzzing with excitement. Young couples warmed up with flashy dance moves, their shimmering outfits catching the colored lights. Helena arrived in a simple navy blue dress that had been her favorite decades ago. A few stifled giggles echoed as she registered for the competition. 62 years older than the youngest competitor, someone in the crowd murmured. "How embarrassing." The host, clearly unsure, announced, "Our next contestant, Helena Mendez, 72 years old." The crowd clapped politely, the kind of applause laced with pity rather than excitement. Helena walked slowly onto the stage, gently refusing a helping hand. When she reached the center, something extraordinary happened. She removed the cane, once assumed necessary, and placed it carefully on the floor. The music began.
It was La vida es una milonga, a sensual and melancholic Argentine tango.
The first few beats transformed her. Helena closed her eyes, and when she opened them, the frail old lady was gone. In her place stood a dancer. Her movements began soft, almost imperceptible, like gentle waves. Then gradually, her body caught the rhythm. Her arms rose with elegance that defied her age, drawing perfect lines through the air. Each step was deliberate, calculated, as if she were speaking with the music in a language only they understood. The audience, who moments ago had been whispering, fell into absolute silence. Helena moved into a series of spins that made her navy dress swirl like water. Her bare feet, when had she removed her shoes, glided across the wooden stage like feathers. This wasn't just a performance, it was poetry in motion. Flashes of memory filled her mind. Helena at 19, in Buenos Aires, training 8 hours a day at Carlos Gavito's dance academy. She had been a rising star of Argentine tango, until her family forced her to return to Brazil for an arranged marriage. "Dancing doesn't put food on the table," her father said. "A woman's place is at home." For 50 years, she had hidden that passion, dancing only in the solitude of her room when no one could see. Now, in front of 300 stunned people, Helena was finally dancing her truth. As the music intensified, so did her movement. Moves that should have been impossible at her age flowed effortlessly. One dramatic dip made people gasp, thinking she might fall, but Helena was in complete control of every breath, every muscle. The music reached its climax, and Helena executed a bold final sequence, a series of quick spins ending in a sudden freeze, arms extended, head high, like a queen reclaiming her throne. When the final note faded into silence, Helena remained motionless for what felt like an eternity. Then, like a crashing wave, the crowd erupted. This wasn't polite applause. It was wild cheering, whistles, people on their feet, eyes full of tears. Carla, the mayor's daughter who had mocked her, was now sobbing and clapping uncontrollably.
"Oh my God," whispered a woman in the front row.
"She's an artist. A true artist." Helena bowed gracefully, picked up her cane, now clearly just a prop, and waved. As she stepped off the stage, a crowd surrounded her. Young dancers begged for tips. Children reached out to touch her, as if she were magic. "Where did you learn to dance like that?" asked one of the judges, still in disbelief. Helena smiled, her eyes glowing with a youth no one had noticed before.
"In Buenos Aires, dear."
"A long time ago. But some things, you never forget. They just wait for the right moment to come back." She won the contest unanimously. But more important than the 5,000 Brazilian reals prize was what she had reclaimed that night, her identity, her passion, her right to be who she had always been beneath everyone else's expectations. The following Monday, Helena opened a dance school in her own home. The first class had a waiting list. Among the students was Carla, humbled, eager to learn from the woman she had once dismissed. And Helena never needed that cane again. Because when you've found your wings, walking sticks become unnecessary.